SQ3R is a reading strategy that helps you to comprehend information and retain the information for your exams when there is a lot to take in with textbooks or a coursework, especially as you get in high school or college. SQ3R helps you understand the material you read in a better way. SQ3R is 5 steps, namely, survey, question, read, recite, and review. But before I begin to elaborate on each step, I would like to tell you the benefits of using this study strategy. Are you a student who gets to the end of reading a material and have no idea what you've read? As a student, you can benefit from using the SQ3R study strategy because it requires you to activate your thinking and review your understanding throughout your reading using very effective approaches. It also dissuades students from waiting and then cramming for tests. Since the 5 steps require you to review information, comprehend it, and create notes during your initial reading. And at times of exams, you will just have to review your notes, which means you will be free of the adverse effects of last-minute cramming. Let's begin to go through the 5 steps one by one. In the survey step, take some time to gather information that helps you focus. In short, survey the chapter. How? Read the title, introduction, and/or summary, etc. to orient yourself to the most important points in that chapter. You should also see any graphics such as maps, charts, diagrams, etc. Remember not to overlook graphics. They are put on the book to make a point. You should also know chapter objectives, end of chapter questions or review exercises, etc. are in the textbook to help you comprehend and remember. In the question step, begin to generate questions about your reading. These could be questions that start with what, when, how, or why. For example, if you are going to study about friction, you can ask the question, what is the importance of friction? You might not be able to ask better questions at the beginning, but you may add further questions as you proceed. When your mind is actively searching for answers to questions, you will be able to engage in the learning process and concentrate more. In the reading step, you are going to read the chapter keeping the questions you generated in mind. When doing so, read one section at a time. Also, read in a quiet and organized study place. Keeping the questions you prepared in mind as you read different sections helps in increasing your focus. The second R, recite. After you are done reading, try to recite the answers to your questions. When reciting, you can say it out loud or write it down. Make notes about the answers to your questions for later studying. Finally, the last R, review. This step could be done both immediately after the first steps or after a while, like at the time you have quizzes or exams. In the 5th step, as a student, you should answer lingering questions and recite the questions you answered in the previous step. This step is a test in which you see if you after some time can still answer the questions. If you didn't answer all questions, look back and refresh your memory.